Rob Gronkowski, who pretty much needs no introduction. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Ari, let's start with you. Tell me about Abacus. What does it do? What's the game plan?
Sure. So we are the premier CBD topical products company in the United States. We have the largest footprint in retail pharmacy. All of our products are efficacious, they are safe, and just extremely efficacious. So we continue to roll out these products into retail pharmacy, and as well as retail pharmacy, also into the healthcare practitioner space throughout the country.
Yes.
In just a very short amount of time, because the products are so efficacious, we are in over 15,000 locations in health practitioner offices throughout the U.S., as well as a retail pharmacy of the largest retail national chains throughout the country.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad they're efficacious, but do they work?
They do.
Just kidding.
No, that's a great question. And we have proof of that as well.
Right. Rob is living proof of that.
Yes. No question. But even on top of that, okay, because you could say, well, that's anecdotal.
Yeah.
Right? However, we did a third-party survey of over 250 doctors and practitioners in the space have been using our product for the last several years, and that result was 97.4% of them said this is the best product they've ever used as any analgesic topical product in their practice. Now you're talking about practitioners and doctors that see over 100 patients suffering from pain a week. You're talking about physical therapists, chiropractors, massage therapists, naturopaths, acupuncturists. So this is real. These are doctors, practitioners that are giving us this feedback of how well it works. And what the reporting is that in the last 30, 40 years, there really hasn't been any great new science, any new great breakthrough in analgesics and topical pain. Most of the products in the market will work 20 to 40 minutes. The report back from them is 2 to 6 hours of pain relief. And that is a game changer. That is actually a disruptive technology. Can you imagine you can put a product on once a day and have a deeper pain relief than you ever had beforehand and longer pain relief? And that is a game changer because you're happier, throughout the day. It's not just, 20 to 40 minutes. I can actually go several hours with having this pain relief. And maybe you'll take it a second time. A lot of people, pain will wake them up in the middle of the night. So imagine taking it also just before you go to sleep as well. And that is why it's a game changer. And people are saying goodbye to some of the NSAIDs, to the pain relieving pills that they have because this is so effective. And that's wonderful because this means it's a safer way and it's a targeted application as well.
Cool.
Why treat your entire body when you can, if you have pain in your elbow or just pain in your knee, just apply the topical product to that location and have pain relief for so many hours.
I can't wait to try it. Rob, how did you get involved with this company?
All right, I got involved because I had a little altercation. On July 4th, I was playing soccer, got off the boat playing barefoot soccer, stubbed my toes, put 3 black and blue toes, and can't put my shoes on. It was bothering me, couldn't walk around. And my dad, he knew I was healing an all natural therapeutic way, and he told me he had this cream that he's been using for his back, gave it to me, and to make a long story short, just put the cream on my toes. It gave me that relief. I could put my shoes on, go throughout the day with whatever I was dealing with, and it lasted for about 5 hours that day, and then I just put it on again, and that gave me that relief again, so I can just go throughout the day without thinking about my 3 stub toes that are super black and blue, and then just did that for a couple days, and it started promoting the healing. I could do the treatments I wanted to do to my toes to heal them, and next thing you know, 4 days later, 4 days later, I was totally healed. My toes were fine, but it gave me that relief that I was looking for throughout the day. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So then, as a pro football player, how important do you think CBD is to the future of the sport?
I think it's huge. Right now, it's not. It's not legal, but I think over time it's going to be legal. All the research, development, all the science that's behind it, it's coming. It's all coming. The education on it, it's starting to come around. It's starting to come around the corner, and it's just going to take a little bit of time. Nothing happens overnight, and and when that happens, it's going to be great. It's going to be great for players. It gives the players another option, a great alternative to help relieve pain in a safe, alternative, all natural way.
Okay, so the regular seasons are supposed to go up to 18 from 16, and players' union isn't exactly pleased about that. Do you think the allowance of CBD as a tool to help recovery is a major part of that program that could help the Players Union get behind it?
I mean, 18, 16 games, I mean, that's a whole different ball game you're talking. I mean, I would say there's going to be so much more talk about that than just allowing CBD to be legal and to make it 18 games, and there's so much more that will go into that to make it 18 games. But to make CBD legal will just be a great alternative for players. And you know, it doesn't matter if you're playing 18 games or 16 games. You're still taking hits every Sunday. You're still taking hits throughout the week at practices, and also you already have 4 preseason games that you're taking hits at. So I think it'll definitely be you know, a huge step forward to allowing it, to advocate it, to allow the NFL, to allow all sports authority to legalize CBD, because it's just, you know, it's all natural, man, and the ingredients on the topical cream that CBD Medic, that Perry created, is just an all-natural way. It's not just the CBD that's all natural, it's the whole entire product is all natural, and it has pharmaceutical-grade ingredients with menthol and camphor, which definitely help out too. That's the main ingredients that help out, and then the bases with beeswax and 5 essential oils. And you know, it's all natural, it's safe, and that's the best way to go.
You bet. Where can we buy this product today?
Well, you can actually you can buy it in over 5,000 locations, retail locations throughout the United States. It's actually offered in 24 states. And you can also get it at healthcare practitioners. So you can go online to CBD Medic, cbdmedic.com, and you can just type in your zip code and it will show you there's a store finder that they can help you buy it, or you can buy it online.
Very cool. So pro football players, they play football every Sunday. Once a year they play on Thursday as well. If you had CBD between Sunday and Thursday, would that make the Thursday game that much better?
You know, it just gives a safe alternative way for players to you know, recover quicker. Definitely, it's not going to, you know, pull a miracle out. You're going to still have to put the work in, but, you know, it gives you that relief throughout the week. And, you know, it could, you know, if you got an injury from Sunday, a little bruise, you could definitely apply it on and get that relief that you're looking for, especially during a quick recovery week from Sunday to Thursday, because that's a super quick turnaround. You got to literally be on top of it right after the Sunday game. Right, you got to start doing your type of treatments. You got to start applying what you need to apply to get ready for that Thursday game directly after the Sunday game. So, you know, that's a quick turnaround, and, you know, I believe that CBD Medic topical cream and CBD would definitely, you know, give you a little bit of boost, a little bit more benefit to help that recovery from Sunday to Thursday. Yeah,
you bet. All right, so what is the current approach to dealing with pain and recovery from play-related injury?
You know, it's all about the player, man. It's all about how they approach it. I mean, when I was
it's a personal approach.
It's a personal approach, for real. It truly is. I mean, it's how much you can deal with pain, how much you want to deal, how much you want to get better, how much you want to heal. And everyone's different. Some people, you know, there was times in my career, young 20s, you know, you just think you're never going to get hurt. You think those injuries just go away. You just mentally tough it out. You know, you don't really do anything. You don't really have a routine when you're young. But as you get older, you start feeling it more, and, you know, and when you start feeling it more, it's not as pleasant playing and everything. You start finding ways to deal with it. You start doing treatment methods. I mean, there's acupuncture out there. There's massages then. And then I started focusing on that. Started learning about that type of stuff. Type of exercises you do help you heal, help you realign your body. So it's all the preference of the player. It's all dealing with what type of injury you're also dealing with. But the best thing to do to recover during the week is to get on top of it directly after the game. That's the best way to heal, so it doesn't do as much damage to your body having that injury, and to get on top of that injury that you sustained throughout the game.
Very cool. What's the sort of runway look like for Abacus as a business going out into the next year from an investor perspective?
Actually, quite wonderful. In fact, by the end of this year, we expect to be in over 7,000 locations starting next year. What's unique about those 7,000 locations, a lot of those stores are just the initial rollout. And they actually represent north of 30,000 locations when they decide to go chain-wide. So if you look at a major retail chain and they have only put it in, let's say, 1,000 or 1,500 stores, but that retail chain eventually will roll it out into 10,000 locations, you take that, multiply it to 7,000 stores, you multiply it by, let's say, even 5, and you can be in 35,000 stores. Just that is already. But in addition to our rollout into retail pharmacy, which is a very large market, there's 100,000 retail pharmacies in food, drug, and mass throughout the United States. 70,000 of them are retail chain related. But in addition to the retail chain market, there's also the convenience store market, another channel that we'll be working in as well. And we have also the existing market that we're very prominent in. We have the leading brand in that market as well, which is the healthcare practitioner market. Then we have the entire Gronk line coming out near the end of first quarter next year.
Really?
So with all these coming forward, it looks great. And I had to say it, but the writing's on the wall. Where we were 9 months ago to where we are now, where we have the footprint, the necessary footprint. We have the technology. We have the distribution channels in place. We have that wonderful footprint with 13 SKUs in one of the major retail chains, 14 in another major retail chain. That is a phenomenal position to be in.
You bet.
So yeah, it's really looking great for next year and of course the year after that.
Great. All right, gentlemen, that's an awesome introduction to the company. Great to talk to you both. Thanks for joining me.